Dead Space is an all-time original horror classic. I played this game back in 2008 and oh man, it was scary as hell. It took me 2 years to complete back then, when I was only 13 years old. Once they announced the remake, I was so excited to play it again and shit my pants all over again. Luckily this time I matured a bit and it was not as scary as back then. But I did get scared a couple of times, a lot of times, not gonna lie. All the new sound effects, the graphics, everything, all the new features they put into the game, the side missions, everything. Wow, what a game and what a journey. I truly recommend it to everyone that loves horror games. Try it out. I spent the last couple of days making a lot of videos for this game because there is so much stuff to do and so much to highlight. There's all the collectibles, there's all the crazy death animation which stays true to the original, and then there's all the Easter eggs, most of them which they kept from the original game in 2008. So check it out. There's the hand cannon which was introduced in Dead Space 2, the original game. There's Schofield Tools, the original creator for the game.
That's hot. That's hot.
We have this new weird way of cheating and getting free notes and random stuff.
There once was a ship from the USG Ishimura, USG Ishimura.
And I don't know what to tell you about this one.
Shit! Fuck me! Shit! What the fuck? I don't fucking know! Fuck! Stop screaming! Stop!
Gotta build a little something first.
So, moving on to the actual trophies. Like every other game, we have a lot of story-related trophies. We have one trophy for each of the 12 chapters. We have a trophy for each boss fight. Defeating each boss fight unlocks a new trophy. And we got different trophies related to completing the game. So we need to complete the game using only the plasma cutter for a single trophy. We need to complete the game with an alternate ending, which is only possible in New Game Plus. And then we need to complete the game on impossible difficulty. I started my first playthrough on easy difficulty and collected all the collectibles, along with completing the free side missions and using only the plasma cutter. You need to collect a total of 150 logs out of 188 possible logs, which should almost come through natural play, because they're not that hard to find and all the story related logs count towards the progress. Besides that, we collect all the schematics for the different weapon upgrades and the different rig suits Isaac has available. Around chapter 5 I got the trophy for 75 logs, and in chapter 6 I got the trophy for finding all the weapons. Luckily the weapons have multiple spawns throughout the game. Besides using only the plasma cutter, I got a few misc trophies like impaling a necromorph, and this should almost come naturally because you want to save ammo, and this is one of the best ways to do it. And then I got the trophies for storm killing 10 enemies. I got the trophy for putting 25 items in inventory, in storage. Then there's the trophy freeze, which requires you to freeze 50 enemies, and this will also come from natural play. And then I got the chapter specific trophies like the sea baller and the front toward enemy, which require you to complete the shooting range and the zero gravity sea ball minigame. Something worth to mention is that all the trophies or collectibles in chapter 9 are in fact missable, because this is one of the only areas you can return to. And here you can see me and the merchant trophy, which is for collecting all the schematics in the game. In chapter 10 you have the opportunity to complete all the free side missions and backtrack to previously inaccessible areas. Complete side mission 3 to unlock the master security override. That way you can go back to all the other areas on the USG Ishimura and collect new notes and new logs. Here you can see I get the trophy hole again, which is for completing the first side mission in the game. This is later in chapter 10. And then moving on, a bit later, I got a story related log and got the trophy legend teller. So no need to collect any more of the logs. A bit later on, in chapter 11, we reach the location where we can pick up the pink treasure. In the original game from 2008, it was located at the start of chapter 3, and here it's just located in a logger near the start of chapter 11. Picking up the treasure unlocks the trophy, and then you can sell it at a shop for 30k credits. The only thing left for this playthrough is to defeat the final boss and complete the game, still using only the plasma cut. And I must say, the final boss, Hive Mind, it was a bit disappointing. It was better than the original, but still, you just have to run from side to side, evade the tentacles and the acid, and you're good. Even on impossible difficulty, it's way too easy. And here you can see me completing the game and unlocking the trophy one gun. Next step for me is to complete the game on New Game Plus. And yes, I played on story difficulty. Just because. I'm not scared, you're scared. And everything is pretty much the same. You keep all your stuff and, well, not all the same. You get the level 6 suit upgrade, which you can purchase for 99,000 credits, which is also needed for the all upgrades trophy maxed out. So, throughout this playthrough, we're going to collect 12 marker fragments. This is actually one of the only focus points. The marker fragments and notes for all upgrades. Collecting the 12 marker fragments unlocks the secret alternate ending. More about that a bit later in the video. Since I only used the plasma cutter on my first playthrough, I still need all the kill related trophies tied to each of the different weapons. So throughout this playthrough I used all the different weapons and got all the kill related trophies. There are a total of 7 weapons to use. The first one being the plasma cutter doesn't require you to kill 30 enemies, it just requires you to complete the game using only that weapon. Here you can see me using the line gun with the traps, and you probably already know if you watch some of the Dead Space videos on YouTube.
Use the force, Luke.
Then you probably already know about this method right here, which is way overpowered, even on impossible difficulty. As you can see here, it destroys everything. 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 And I really mean everything. Moving on. The last of the trophies for the remaining of the weapons. Here I get the trophy for the flamethrower. And the flamethrower is the best weapon by far to use against these little fuckers. Moving on to chapter 6, I got my last trophy related to the 30 kills with each weapon.
Now that's a lot of damage!
So, again, the main focus for this playthrough is the 12 marker fragments. This footage right here is from one of my trophy guides for the game. You need to collect all 12 in New Game Plus, and then you need to place them here in chapter 10. So you find the last marker in chapter 11, backtrack to this area and place them all. Next step is pretty simple. Just need to complete the game and you'll see the secret alternate ending. Before I left the USG Ishimura, I bought all the notes I could afford and upgraded every single weapon. So if you're smart with your credits, pick up everything, don't heal, sell everything you pick up, maybe only use the plasma cutter after you got the kill related trophies, then you're pretty much good to go. Only thing left to do is defeat the hive mind once again.
What I have to do!
No reason to save ammo this time. The end of the second playthrough and the trophy unlocked for watching the secret alternate ending, along with completing the game on New Game Plus. And actually, before I completed the game on impossible difficulty, I got a trophy which I actually missed. I forgot about this one. I loaded an old save in order to get the wishbone trophy, and I gotta say, this trophy is almost more difficult than completing the game on impossible. Not even joking. With only 2 trophies left, completing the game on medium and impossible difficulty, I of course started on impossible difficulty. So, this mode, I read a lot about people having a hard time or don't want to complete it or too difficult, and that is not true. The only thing is that it's way more tense. That's because if you die, your save reverts back to hard difficulty and voiding the trophy. But there have been some reports about it not being true. Some people say they have played on impossible difficulty, died, reverted back to hard, still went on with the game, completed it, and still got the trophy. But if you don't want to take a gamble on this, I would just recommend uploading the save to PlayStation Plus. So if you happen to die, you can simply just download your save. Another trick I read about is if you die during the kill animation or the red screen, quickly pause the game, quit to the main menu, and then continue on impossible difficulty again before the game can revert it to hard difficulty. Besides that, I just want to say that impossible difficulty, well, it's not impossible. It's I think it's easier than the original game, but also back then I was a lot younger and a lot more inexperienced, so that might have something to do with it. But you can complete the game on impossible, easy peasy, in about 6 hours, and I recommend doing this using only the plasma cutter. That way you only need 2 playthroughs, one on impossible with the plasma cutter and then New Game Plus, if you have the balls to do it. Actual tips for your playthrough on impossible difficulty. I would recommend focusing on upgrading the plasma cutter and a bit of your health and the stasis and kinesis damage. The weapon you'll probably use the most is the plasma cutter. It truly is the best weapon in the game. Besides that, when you reach chapter 6, I would recommend switching over to using the force gun and upgrading it along with the line gun. When you have the opportunity to use this trick, do it. It can be a lifesaver on impossible difficulty and also save you a lot of ammo. On my journey through impossible difficulty, there was only once or twice, like this moment right here, when I got low on health. And besides that, it was not that difficult. And as you can see, I waste a lot of ammo, don't even care at this point. It's not that difficult. And I got hit by myself. Pro. So, if I'm completely honest, it's not that difficult. Besides certain parts of the game. These will be fairly difficult to get through. No more jokes. If I should give this game a difficulty rating, I would probably give it a 5. If I can get through it like this, all chill, just enjoying the game, you can do it too. Because it's not that difficult. It really isn't. Play the game, enjoy it. If it's 2, 3, 4 or even 5 playthroughs, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you just enjoy the game. Enjoy the game, enjoy the story, Enjoy the set pieces, the cool Easter eggs, the cool rigs, the skins, everything. This game is truly a masterpiece. And I really hope we get to see Isaac Clarke again in Dead Space 2 when they decide to remake it, if they haven't already begun. I'm glad that they switched out some of the older sections for some new ones, like the turret section, which was just a pain in the original, and the trophy tied to it was near impossible. It was so frustrating. But all the new additions, the side missions, the sound effects, the whole design, I loved every second of it. This truly is a horror masterpiece. Let me hear your thoughts about the Dead Space remake. How do you like it? Is it scary? Did you find any cool Easter eggs? Write in the comments below. I hope that you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned on the channel for more great content.